Reno sits in the gap where the high desert runs straight up into the Sierra, a place most people only drive through, on the way to somewhere else. But climb a little above it, and the whole basin opens, dry, patient, far bigger than the city tucked into one corner of it. It isn't the kind of country that asks to be looked at. It just lies there, enormous and quiet, holding the heat. From the ridgelines, the valley floor looks almost soft, the distances folding into a pale, even haze. Up close, the hills are all sagebrush and dust, the kind of green only the West would call green. After the rains, even the dry slopes try, for a few weeks, to look alive. Higher up, the trees come back, first in patches, then in crowds along the ridgelines. The forest takes the high ground, dark and cool against a bright bleached sky. There are trails up here you could walk 100 times and never quite finish reading. The light comes down through the pines in long warm bars, and the air goes still. In the thick of it, the city feels very far away, though it never really is. Some afternoons, the sun catches the trees just right, and there's nothing to do but stop. And between the trunks, the far ridges still hold a little snow up high, even now. That's the warm half of the year. Green slopes, long light, the easy version of the place. Come back when the season turns. The gold goes out of the hills, the air sharpens, and the snow comes down out of the Sierra, quietly, the way it does. Overnight, and then for days, until the country you thought you knew has become somewhere else entirely. The open basins fill with white, and the only color left is the hard blue overhead. The lakes freeze flat and go silent. You can walk out onto water that carried boats a few months before. A dog breaks the trail ahead, small against all that snow, like it's the most natural thing in the world. A few figures follow out onto the ice, specks under a sky that feels even larger now. The sun comes back hard off the snow, bright enough to make you squint and grin at once. Every slope holds its shape a little longer in the cold, sharp, clean, and still. Nothing moves up here but the light, sliding slowly across the white. The old pines just stand in it, the way they've stood through every winter before this one. And the cabins keep their corners of the forest half buried, patient, waiting out the cold. A cabin waits among the trunks, the snow piled soft against its walls. Some places you only really see by coming twice, once in the warm, once under the snow, and you leave knowing them a little better.